Snow sports, not the first thing that comes to mind when you're thinking of heading to Japan. But in fact, there are over 500 resorts carrying a wide range of snow conditions and terrains. From family-friendly centers to off-trail powder wonderlands. And with its little-known but excellent snow conditions, Japan has arguably one of the most reliable ski seasons in the world. Japan is located in the Pacific Ring of Fire and is dominated by mostly dormant volcanoes where temperatures can fall to -10 on a regular basis as a result of persistent Siberian winds. The peaks are mainly quite low and tend to be cloaked in cloud during January and February, but the snow line often reaches down to sea level. But when those skies clear, a magical volcanic landscape is revealed worlds away from what you may be used to in Europe or North America. There's an abundance of geothermal activity which contributes to the fascinating landscape. Sometimes you'll see hot streams sunken into the thick snow and mysterious smoking fumarolos, whose steam mixes with the falling snow. Most resorts, whether offering modern accommodation or traditional ryokan inn, will have hot springs or onsens, a great way to relax your muscles and mind after a hard day on the slopes. Traveling to Japan, you'll probably arrive at Tokyo Airport, and this fascinating capital city is definitely worth exploring before you head out looking for the white stuff. Urban Japan is a fascinating mix of the modern high-tech life and Japan's more traditional culture, which continues to exert a strong presence. Much of Japan's skiing takes place on the main island, and the Nagano area, home of the 1998 Winter Olympics, is one of the main centers. If you're looking for the serious powder conditions, then you'll want to head over to Japan's northernmost island, Hokkaido. The plentiful powder is the result of eastern winds which blow in from Siberia, giving the island ideal subarctic conditions. As they cross the Sea of Japan, they become extremely moist, and all this water gets turned into snow when the winds hit the volcanic mountains such as brooding Mount Yotei, the Fuji of the north. The result? Superb light snow is dumped onto the silver birch-covered mountainsides on a nearly daily basis. So even in a poor year, this means the region still counts as one of the top powder destinations in the world, a rival to mountain meccas such as Whistler and Sundance. Most people will arrive on Hokkaido via the 1.5-hour flight from Tokyo to Sapporo. It's a modern, bustling city and the largest on the island. It's also a former Winter Olympic site, so its bond with winter sports are strong. In all Japanese resorts, you will find things run with the usual Japanese efficiency. Fast lifts and well-marked runs. 5 of the most notable resorts on Hokkaido are Niseko, Rusutsu, Mount Tamamo, Furano, and Mount Ossa Hadaki. Niseko is regarded as one of Japan's best resorts with plentiful off-trail systems and a vast night skiing area. This is an exciting and surreal experience and definitely worth trying. Rusutsu has abundant backcountry tree runs where you can carve tracks through the deep powder that collects, untouched, between the trees, weaving your way through this natural obstacle course. Furano offers groomed trails only, but they are some of the best in Japan. Mount Tamamo is a fantastic all-round destination and especially good for families. Here, you'll find other activities such as dog sleighing and snowmobiling, while advanced riders can go heliboarding. For the backcountry snowboarder who wants to get away from the bigger resorts, you should head for Mount Ossa Hadaki in Daisetsuzan National Park or Great Snowy Mountains. It preserves a densely forested mountainous area of virtually unspoiled wilderness with some of the most rugged backcountry in Japan. Amongst the many peaks, there are 16 that are over 2,000 meters tall, with some accessible only by trail while others remain completely untracked. At 2,300 meters tall, Mount Ossa Hadaki is Hokkaido's highest peak, with a second cone emerging on the backside, billowing steam into the freezing air. To get there, you can take a train to the bustling central northern city of Asahikawa, followed by a scenic bus ride up the mountain. Ossa Hadaki Onsen, or village, is a small settlement consisting of just a dozen buildings, wooden lodges, and a few large hotels. Shopping and dining opportunities are limited to the hotels, and the ropeway station is on the edge of the village where you'll find a beautiful youth hostel. There's also a visitor center which can supply maps, forecasts, and other valuable tourist information. The skiing at Ossa Hadaki is definitely not suited for beginners or intermediates. Featuring only 6 lifts and 4 groomed trails, the remaining terrain is an off-trail playground for powder skiing. There's an average annual snowfall of about 14 meters. In general, Ossa Hadaki Resort is uncrowded, and that means there's plenty of fresh powder just begging to be explored. Even though the ropeway's upper station is only 1,600 meters above sea level, it stands in a treeless alpine tundra landscape, a fantastic playground for backcountry exploration and riding. From the top ropeway station, most people hike along the ridge to take their choice of the free riding options that take them back down to the village. The off-trail riding is truly superb. Lift passes go for about $25 a day with discounts for multiple days. You can also purchase half-day and even single-ticket runs. A good money saver if the weather turns bad or if you're still recovering from the previous night's festivities. Throughout Japan, you'll find fantastic options for food at very reasonable prices. A healthy and filling bowl of rice or noodles with meat or fish costs around $8. Larger offerings can be found where a sit-down dinner is prepared to rigorous Japanese standards of freshness and costs about $15. This offering serves up food on a variety of small platters, and sometimes you'll even have the option to cook your own choices to your exact taste on a table-mounted grill. The high-quality food is seasonal and beautifully presented. Like much in Japan, the resort hotels often mix the modern with a traditional feel. They have a strong aesthetic sense, often with displays of Japanese art. You may find beautifully decorated interiors alongside such comforts as log fires for you to relax after the great day's session. Good accommodation is available for as little as $40 a person. All in all, many people are surprised by the world-class ski and snowboard opportunities offered by Japan. And when you realize how reasonably priced the lift passes, food, and accommodations are, the long journey required to arrive there is a small price to pay.